Good morning.
Not being too loud. Every time.
We were having some reverb issues with the camera. It's on. It's up with this camera and this one. So anyway, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Bear Cave. Rusty, how you doing?
All right. Good morning, sir.
Morning. We've got a studio audience.
Woo!
They were hungry, which is fine. I tried to get Miss Victoria over, but she won't come over. So Mama's in.
Hey.
Running the chat. We got a storm blowing. It just started raining like not even 5 minutes ago. But
so hope it stops so I can get home and get my drum lit up for my wings.
oh yeah, because it's the big game.
Yeah, don't say the actual name of it, or you'll get sued for copyright.
Yeah, I don't want copyrighted on this live.
Oh dear.
My whole 38 cents I might make,
Right.
you know. But anyway, morning, Scotty. How you doing? I'm sure he's doing a big bunch of cooks today. Charlie, what's going on, buddy? So we have. Well, let me start into this, and then we'll get into all the other whatnots. So we have a walk.
Walk this way.
You and me with my age. So Mama actually wanted a walk. Surprised. Busy rocking 4 smokers. Ooh, that is busy. Busy work. They all pellets? Or you run the stick burner tonight? Or today? So Mom actually wanted this walk. And I was like, I've never cooked in a walk. So we're going to do it. And then she requested for the very first inaugural cook. I've washed it and gave it its initial season. But she said, first cook, she goes, I want breakfast.
Well, I actually would have done stir fry, but because this is at 9 o'clock in the morning, breakfast makes more sense.
And she's not for stir fry first thing in the morning. 3 pellets in a kettle. Hell yeah, buddy. All right, so we're going to try this walk.
I actually planned that you're going to use that for beef and broccoli later this week.
Yes. And I'm thinking, I don't know. We'll get into that later. But anyway, so Rusty, what's up?
Oh, not much, man.
I see you're wearing a Panthers jersey.
Yes, sir.
Is that obviously the Panthers are not in the big game?
No, they're not. But I'm representing number 90, my buddy Julius Peppers. He just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. First year eligible, first year inducted. Awesome. So I got this on for the support of him.
And, okay. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, that happens. So I'm a Houday. You can guess who I do not want. There we go. Guess who I do not want in the I'm not a Swiftie. Let's
You
put
don't
it that
want
way.
Taylor's boyfriend to win?
Yeah, I'm not a
Taylor's
Swiftie.
boyfriend.
Or I did hear that Mr. Mahomes' wife, whatever her name is.
She was Sports Illustrated.
Yes,
Swimsuit.
she
Did you see that?
Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. She's going to be the center? Cover? I don't know.
Yeah, they don't really do a
They
center.
don't do a centerfold. That's Playboy.
They used to.
Not in Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, because it used to fold out. It was 2 pages.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It wasn't the Playboy 3 pages.
Right.
It was 2. Not that I ever looked at those.
I'm also repping.
The Playboy?
No.
Oh.
My team.
The Colts.
Yep. She's wearing her Colts jersey.
I don't have a team right now. I
No,
need to
but
find a player.
I was talking with Keto Mike and we were talking about it, and I'm more of the Buckeyes, the ones who went to the NFL. That's the ones I root for. So I don't really have a team.
Because your team doesn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a Bengals guy first. Second would be the Panthers or whatever Buckeyes are playing for, whatever team's playing.
What Buckeye plays for the 49ers?
Boza and
Jackson, Flaxon, Maxon.
No. Smith and Jigma's in Seattle. Chase. So.
And I don't keep up with college sports, so I don't know what players come from what college.
Well, and I used to say, the kids in college, they play for hopes. Now they have that NIL money. They play for cash.
Yeah, they play
It's
for
just as
money
bad.
now.
It's not worse. I think it's actually more appalling now because they're getting sponsorship
I'll let you chop up the
and
bacon.
they're on scholarship. And so kids who really need scholarship
You want
don't
gloves?
get the scholarship, but they're walking out of college with $1 million. They should have to pay that scholarship back or
There you go.
something.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to get it after.
Yeah,
a
that's bacon
period.
hand.
I don't know. But I'm not off of this NIL. I think it bites.
There's got to be a middle ground between we're going to use your likeness to make millions, but you get nothing other than a scholarship.
And then
Well, like the one kid,
There has to be a middle ground.
or you
the
have
one
to
kid in
change it.
Texas,
So you're not here for your education. You're here to be a millionaire. Because
the
there's a lot
one
of
kid was a
kids
backup for the Longhorns. What was behind him? Was making more than a second string quarterback in the NFL.
Well, it kind of takes away that we push your academics. No.
Yeah.
Right.
And those poor people who aren't sports able, but are brilliant, and they're busting their tail for a scholarship to go to that school, or their parents are busting it, it kind of just negates the whole practice. And I don't know. That's a whole nother topic.
Yep.
But it irks
So
me. So
Well, I'm a firm believer. Any student athlete, any compensation they get should simply be your scholarship to the school. I mean, you are going there. If you bust your tail in your studies and you excel in your sports, you are going to get to the elite and be a millionaire. But I think that as far as college
I get
compensation
it.
goes,
Only
it should
a
simply
few.
be scholarship.
only a few get there. Only a few really get to the NFL.
Yes, I agree.
But I don't know. Not every
It's tough.
athlete has a scholarship. Just like not every brilliant student has a scholarship. I think it all needs to be worked over differently.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, the people making the decisions,
are not.
right, and they have money. They don't understand that the impact they're having on these kids.
Absolutely. College is expensive.
I mean,
now.
all the video games that are out that they use the college athletes. Me personally, I don't think that the college athletes should be compensated, paid millions of dollars because they're using them in a video game.
Like,
I mean, you're at that school. That school.
but here's the
shoot,
thing.
I remember
School doesn't own you.
when the
Yeah.
NCAA used to come out with the new game. My cousin Mark and I would one of us would get it or his brother would get it, and we would sit down and we would load the roster. We would change the names and the stats and load the roster to
Who was playing?
who was playing. So then that way it was kind of like you had all those players, but you had to customize every player to do that.
Like, I don't think they should get $1 million, but I also think they do own their signature. That's
Right.
So if they sign an autograph,
That's good. Just throw it in there.
that's them.
Right.
Or if they have to do so many promo things, that's them. But it's the whole, they're making more than anybody in this room's ever gonna make,
Right.
and they're 18 years old,
And they don't know what to do.
Drop
and they
up
don't
the
know what to do with it.
sausages while you're at it.
Please make the StreamYard screen bigger. I don't know how.
Which one?
StreamYard screen bigger.
So click on. So we see where it says it has the one person, and then it has the two people.
Yes.
Click on the two people. Nope, the other one. The other one. Well, that'll work. Is that better, Charlie?
I wonder I don't know. This one works. The screen
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah. Is that better, Charlie?
Anyway. So,
So yeah.
Anyway, we'll get off our soapbox.
yeah, that's it for tonight. After
Yeah.
this football's over and we can kind of go to something else.
That's
I
right.
will say it's been nice that the Bengals didn't make the playoffs anywhere.
Less stressful.
Less stressful. So this year, so far, has been And my Buckeyes hadn't. They didn't make it very far. So I mean, they made it to the bowl game, whatever. But it wasn't like the national championship. So I didn't really care who won.
So this is the point where I'm sick of football. I mean, really, I'm over it.
Yeah.
If in like July, I'd be like, oh, football season.
Yeah.
But I don't like basketball. I don't like baseball.
Yeah, I've not been able to get
I don't like to
into.
watch them.
But you have
Swimming,
to,
I will watch swimming. So swimming could be coming on soon.
so I enjoy going to games. Even for sports I don't necessarily enjoy, like basketball.
I want to go to hockey.
I love going to hockey games.
Yeah, I want to go to a hockey game.
Hockey games are fun.
Yes, Pickles. Many more women will watch this year, but it's not just. It's going to be many teens are going to be engaged.
Yeah.
And many young Americans,
Younger
young adults.
generations.
Yeah. So
The Gen Zers.
yeah, they're going to be in it, wearing their Taylor suits.
That's right.
It is kind of like it reminds me back with Tony Romo and Justice Included, the hoopla
Yeah.
of all that. And I'm like, good God.
Which is funny. I saw a meme the other day that said Romo did it first.
But I'm like, what is this fascination? You don't care if they have anybody else.
All right,
Right.
throw them bad boys in there.
You don't care if they're dating the lawyer from the area or the lady who works at the coffee shop. Nobody
Right.
gives 2 cents. But
I don't know why people make a big deal about Taylor Swift anyway. I mean, it's no different than Giselle being there to support Brady or everybody's got a girlfriend. They're there to support him. Big deal who it is.
I don't have a girlfriend.
you want one?
You got to get yourself a girlfriend.
If you were a starting quarterback making millions of dollars a year, you'd have one.
Might have multiple.
Okay, so that's the point. So I'm a starting QB right here, but, at the Bear Cave. But you know what?
Hey, you know where to go find one.
I'm still not doing $1 million yet.
Have fun.
I will say I make about $100 every. And this is for anybody that wants to be a full-time YouTuber. Let me tell you,
Well, I don't think
Pooter Pie and Casey Neistat made it sound like it was like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and make millions of dollars. It ain't like that.
Pooter pie. What is a pooter pie?
Cutie pie.
The one guy. Oh,
Cutie pie.
okay. I was close.
He's
Cutie pie?
PewDiePie.
He's a
like,
YouTuber.
He's like the first huge YouTuber.
You know who it is because you were telling me about it. Because Tommy was telling you about it.
No, it wasn't.
Because he grossed like I don't know, like $4 million or $5 million last year or 1 year.
Tommy and Tamara, they talk about somebody named Beast.
Yeah,
Mr. Beast.
he's got his own
now.
protein bars out now.
You mean you're not making Mr. Beast money?
No,
Hey, Mr. Beast,
Madwood.
let's do a collab with Smoking Bears.
No, Madwood, you're wrong. It's not Cub. Cub is not here today.
no Cub today. She's off visiting the other Cub up in college. They were having a what did they call it?
Valentine's Day weekend.
I don't know. It was supposed to be lit.
Well,
A kegger?
No, they don't. They're in a dry county, so they can't officially call it a kegger.
so
So it's more like
and they
cans.
live in a dorm. But
On a dry campus.
it ended up being, I thought initially it was just going to be the girls together. Oh, no. Then Meech came up and Charlie came up. And when I called, Meech was asleep under Casey's bed. I think
You can
Charlie
dice that onion.
Charlie was under
That'd be
Casey's bed.
next.
Peyton was in Casey's bed. Nolan was in Peyton's bed. I don't know
You
where
can use
Casey
the cupboard,
was.
since
I
that's
am not
sneaky.
sure. But
But anyway, they were supposed to have it was supposed to be a big deal because 3 or 4 people who went there last semester that aren't there this semester were coming back for a party. But
given that I called around 2:00 yesterday and Nolan was the only one awake, I think they had fun, whatever they did.
nobody called. Well, she hasn't called to get towed yet. Get out of being
Because she
towed.
probably hasn't went to find her car yet. Tom Sweet Factory.
What's up, Tom? Can I say I don't know what I'm doing? Am I doing this right?
You look like you're doing it.
I make it look good, right?
Charlie said yesterday was the Chinese Lunar New Year, so the walk is appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the year of the dragon, I think. I'm probably wrong.
Well, I was trying to come up with a song last night about walking.
Walk this way.
Well, I was doing that, and then I was like, walking to the right, walking to the left, walking to the baby that I love the best.
He was singing that last night.
I walk with my eggs. I walk with my bacon.
These boots are made for walking.
Instead of boots, we could call like
I walk the line.
I guess if I do chicken breasts, I could call it these boots were made
It's
for
a hard
walking.
walk life.
That's a good one. So, anybody know StreamYard or not StreamYard, Nightbot? Because I don't have it yet. I got to figure it out. But I was listening to this lady who we interviewed on the Keto Show a while back. It's called Your Pal Misty, and she had Nightbot turned on. And, in Nightbot, you can type in your whatever the thing is, the keyword is, and then it will show your channel, so anybody can click on it, right? So there's one that she had that did dad jokes. So you could type in hashtag dad joke, and Nightbot would generate one and play it on the air. It was kind of neat. But anyway.
So who has plans for the big game tonight?
Well, Scotty's got 4 cookers running. So what are you cooking, Scotty?
Chicken tenders for people like me who don't like wings.
No, Scotty throws down. He's probably got 2 smokers of wings, probably a brisket,
Ooh, I'm coming. I'm on my way.
a pork butt, because that's always good to feed a lot.
I know about pork meat out. I'm tired.
Yeah, I gotta. So we're planning a trip, and it's the end of February. We're going to my cousin's house. Awesome. Can do all kinds of things. Okay. And I was kind of like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And this one weekend they were like, well, we don't know why. And I was like, would you like company? I will make Brunswick stew. And he's like, hell yeah. So I got to make sauces and do a chicken for my Brunswick stew.
Yeah. And I'll have to, while you eat Brunswick stew, I can go to my favorite restaurant there and get my spicy brisket bowl.
So Charlie, it's like pho or fa or fee or
Pho.
F-O.
PHO.
But it's like that. But it's there is a ramen in it.
No.
But it's a real spicy.
This is my spicy soup, is what he's explaining, because nobody has asked what it is. So you're just explaining. Anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, it's a soup that has this brisket in it, and it's real spicy, and I don't even know what's all in it, and we can't find any of the ingredients in it.
No, we found something similar.
But it's not the
Michelle
same.
helped me find that, but we haven't tried to make it to know if it's the same. But it is really spicy, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
What peppers are the spice coming from?
I don't. There's no
It doesn't
pepper.
say.
I don't know what's in the broth and the meat. But there's big chunks of brisket, and there's these clear noodles. There's wide ones and there's thin ones, and there's broth, and there's broccoli,
It's like udon noodles.
and there's scallions or something in there. And it's like $18 for the bowl, which seems so expensive. However, after I'm done eating there, I have those containers of clear kind of. Yeah, I take a whole one home.
So
And I
Tom's
can
asking who do we think's going to win? Man, we just went over that. I am not a Swiftie. I'm a Bengals fan. Who dey? Just saying.
We are going to go
Still
for the 49ers because that was my grandpa's team.
And there's more Buckeyes on that team.
And that was my grandpa's team.
Yep. Mr. Boza.
And at one time, my grandpa would walk around. My grandpa was old. But he passed away when he was 75 or 78. And he was always freezing. So he would sit outside or sit out anywhere with his long johns and his San Francisco 49er sweatpants and his slippers and his ball cap and his sweatshirt. And like he had everything. He had blankets. He had the whole shebang. And I don't know, like if he saw them win one, like, you know what I mean? Maybe 1 and 2. I don't know. But he's been gone a long time, and the 49ers haven't been all that super. And I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like,
Woo!
who was their big quarterback in like the 80s?
No,
Joe
Montana.
Montana.
And then Steve Young.
Who says Rudy never happened?
Well, not the way it does in the movie, it didn't.
He said Rudy was never there. It was all made up.
I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go with the 49ers.
I didn't know Rudy was supposed to be based on a true story.
Yes, it says it's based on a
Have you watched
story.
Rudy?
I mean, it's probably been 15, 20 years ago, whenever it first came out. But
It is
I'm not the kind of, I don't like watching movies more than once. I mean, if I've seen it, I don't really watch it again. I mean, there are a few that I will, but most of them I don't.
But I do like, and I'm going to get backlash. Like everybody hates Travis Kelce. I don't like him I don't care about him as a football player. I like his relationship with his brother, like on their podcast, and how they respect their mother and the closeness it appears they have as a family. Like I enjoy their podcast.
I love who's that one, Jason?
Yes.
Yeah, I love Jason.
His wife seems super down to earth and kind of like an everyday kind of person. I like that.
I
I
will say
don't
I
care
am
about the whole
surprised that Harbaugh didn't make it
I know you really thought there was a whole conspiracy.
because I had a whole thing on that one.
Right? Because
So-
I'm pretty sure cheating runs in families.
Well,
Right?
no, because the brothers aspect, once the Mannings went away, then they didn't have anybody. Now they're all up on the Kelseys. So you would have the Harbaughs who, when was the last time you had one brother win the national championship in college and then the one win the Super Bowl
I don't know.
in the same year?
Never.
So that would have been a great brothers aspect of family in the NFL, but it's still okay to be tried. Anyway, I don't know,
Well, there are other brothers in the NFL.
but they're not multi-bazillionaires like the Swifties.
They're not Swifties.
So they made a big deal about how she's in Japan, and if she flies her own jet, she can make it back in time. Like it was a whole big deal. But then the other big deal that came across Newsbreak was that her engagement ring was $900,000.
There's no engagement ring that we know of right now.
Right.
That was what came across Newsbreak, and it's got to be real because
Here's the thing.
Because it's on the internet. It has
it's
to be
on
real.
the internet. It's got to be real.
Hang on. If her engagement ring is $900,000, traditionally Travis would be the one buying that engagement ring. So blame him for it costing $900,000.
Yes.
It's not her fault.
And
No. But I mean, he
2
spent
months
that.
salary? Isn't
3.
that what you're supposed to spend?
3 months salary.
3 months salary?
What?
Yep.
Traditionally, that they say
That-
I didn't even have mine paid off in 3 months, and I went to Walmart.
I love my ring. I don't give 2 craps.
I did, man. I went to Walmart. I put that stuff on layaway. I paid on that.
We got ours from Love's Jewelry in the mall on Cherry Road, and the ring and the what's it called, a jacket, something that goes over the ring.
Mhm.
But just 2 pieces. But the total cost for everything was like $600, and I'm like, 3 months salary, not for me.
Yeah, it was supposed
But that was how many years ago was that?
That was 95.
Mine was $130, and it took me like I
It
was
was more than that. My ring was more than that.
no.
Yeah, that's
It
what we
was-
paid monthly.
It took me a long time to pay it off because I'd get paid on Friday, and I would go in and not tell her, and I'd spend like the extra $20 to pay on it until I got it paid down, so she didn't know about it. lo and behold, that's kind of how our whole marriage is gone. If we don't have it on Friday, it ain't there.
Oh, I thought you meant like you would hide
Like,
things
right,
from
like-
me.
You would spend money without telling her and slowly pay it back in secret. Like,
So there's the her ring and the jacket thing and my ring all together. The whole set was like $600.
Lee's ring costs more than mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in about $130 on her.
yours costs more than mine, right?
Yep. Mine costs more than hers too.
And Lee picked his out like he didn't want nothing solid. He wanted one that looked like.
And I'll tell you what, mine is, it bounces pretty well. The other day I went like this to wave at a neighbor, hit the ceiling, hit the ground, bounced back up about this high. And then I was like, whoa.
We need to take it back to get sized. You get
Yeah.
free sizing for life. You might as well take it.
I
back
might have to do that
and
because
get
I tried that.
size.
Jen had got me a little thing.
He lost it like
I was working on the
Yeah.
dryer and lost it
Yeah.
because the whole ring fell
That's
off.
why I use the coil on mine.
But
Because you can't lose that.
So the ring,
This is my fourth.
so the ring and your checking account does the same thing. It just bounces, right?
yep,
I lost,
the
my first,
yo-yo.
I lost my first one at a pool tournament. I wear silk gloves whenever I shoot pool, just for my stick to slide. Whenever I pulled off the glove, it took the ring off with it because I had lost a lot of weight and the ring was too big. And then
See, that's what
somehow-
you're saying, but really, you bet on. You bet.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I lost that one. Then she bought me another one. That one was at the river fishing, throwing out my casting net. Ring went off with it, and then she said, "Well, that's it. I'm not getting you another one." And so then I had to go to buying those silicone rings, and I got a 20-pack. I've probably gone through 4 or 5 of them already, but those just get hung on stuff at work and all, and they just break. And then there was a place right outside of Bass Pro Shop, jewelry store, had a really nice tungsten carbide ring that I really liked. So she let me go ahead and get that. That one somehow I lost. I don't remember where or how. And then I ended up getting this one, which I've had for
Was that the one that?
probably 4 years now.
That was one we were fishing underneath the bridge, and you went, and you took your, and you went like to cast, and you went, oh shit, and it went.
I bet you that was it. So
See,
I
I've
bought.
only lost my diamond, and I cried and cried. He goes, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "Honey, it's not that big of a deal."
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's a huge deal. And he said, "Honey, it's not that big of a deal."
So
I'm not-
whatever you do, do not offer her yours. That makes it worse.
No. He goes, "You want my ring?" No, I don't want your ring. I want my ring. So I didn't wear it for a while, and because my wedding band is my grandma's. From like my grandpa gave it to her in like the 30s. I signed it. And there's an inscription. The inscription's not my grandparents because my grandpa like bartered this ring for crops or something.
2 chickens.
Yeah, 2 chickens or eggs. I'm not sure, but in real life, he bartered. So I couldn't wear my wedding ring on my finger. So I would go out with him, and he has this wedding band on, and I didn't have anything. I felt like the other woman. I said, "I need something."
I offered you mine, and then I was like, you can have mine, or I just won't wear mine. And she's like, no, you're one of ours. I was like, dang.
That's just
I'm sure that's exactly what she sounded like too.
I made it all.
Oh yeah.
I did say, "No, you can still wear yours."
I think we need to get tattoos on our fingers so we don't lose room.
It's on my list this year to get my tattoo done. I had my 1 year surveillance clear, so
That's what he just said. He said, "Do the hipster thing and get a tattoo in your ring finger."
well, mine's not. I don't know. I do want to get like my knuckles done and have something written on them. But
I
I
think
don't know.
get behind the knuckles better than the ribbon one around your finger. I think it's gonna look like a lace glove. He wants the ribbon to go around the middle finger. And I think of those gloves like the women wear, the kind of
The
elastic around
henny,
the
Yeah.
finger.
whatever they are.
In my head, that's all I can see is that
It-
look.
It's either between getting that on your finger or a face tattoo. I think getting it on your finger is better.
That's okay.
I'm not doing a face tattoo. I got too many scars for that.
That's okay. It's just I don't want people from the
Right.
to go, "Wow."
Are you getting like a head tattoo? A tattoo on the side of the head?
I don't get that, and I'm not like the whole neck tattoo thing. I'm not a
You
big
hate
fan
that.
of either.
I hate it too. Face and neck tattoos.
I mean, they're just not for me. You know, somebody else has got them, whatever. It's fine. You. Morning, Mr. Cast Iron. Mike, how are you? Dude, we have been binge watching your National Cornbread Festival video. Because,
I'm not gonna lie, I have not watched it yet, but Lee has been binging.
yeah, I've watched it like 3 times. And I've shared it out. Because us and another couple are going this year. Yes.
We are.
We're going to the National Cornbread Festival. Have your fingers tattooed, one hand saying love and the other one saying fear. Yeah, fear, love.
That's not quite Lee, though.
No, I'm not traditional like that. I mean, the only traditional one I get would be like mom with the heart with mom written in the banner or something.
I
You
love
get
my wife.
cast iron.
That was
Yeah,
I was going to say pork beef.
I could do that one. I've seen that one done already several times, but
And then when you say you have beef with someone, you can be like, I have beef with you.
And hold up your fist.
yeah.
Tom just said, Charlie, you need to be in Columbus on July 27th. I want to enter the Columbus, Ohio Egg Fest.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
We're not going to be in Ohio on July 27th.
No, because we have graduations in May.
Right. And our children want to go back in July for your
Early
party.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Who was graduating?
So
Our oldest
my
nephews.
my oldest nephew.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here thinking of the girls. Okay, they've been in college for. This is on her 2nd year. This is on her 1st. There's no graduation.
Yep. So it's my oldest nephew, or the oldest nephew on my side, and her oldest nephew on her side.
That's Skylar.
No, Chance.
Oh, okay.
Chance graduates with his bachelor's, and then he goes back and does his next 2 years to get his pharmacy license.
Okay.
Pharmacy degree. He's a good boy. Logan's a good kid.
Yep.
Logan graduates high school, so, and then he will go to BGSU.
Then we got to see what. Most of the swim kids already graduated.
Yeah, they graduated early. I
Yeah.
think.
So won't have any of those.
Blue football field.
Which is crazy because Toledo's blue and yellow, and they're like right there. I don't know. I always forget it.
We used to.
Seems
when
like
I
the
was in
bacon's
high
taking
school,
forever.
It does.
We would march at Bowling Green.
Maybe it's 'cause I don't know.
And one of my good friends from high school went to Bowling
So how you liking the walk so far with the cook?
Well, I think it's okay. Like I said, I think my bacon's taking longer, but
Oh, that's right, you were telling me.
as long as you keep moving it, which I think is what you're supposed to do. I don't know. So Tom, did you get an egg, a big green egg now? I can't remember. Because Brian was talking about a big green egg. So if you get
They're heavy.
pros and cons.
Very.
Now the big difference I told him was being in the South. There's like 8 months out of the year you would never use it because it's so hot that you would barely have any. You would put a candle in there and it'd be 200 degrees because it's so well insulated. That just sitting outside it'd be 150, 200 degrees.
No, he didn't.
So are you going to? If I won the egg fest, I'd win one. So how are you going to cook the egg fest if you ain't got an egg? Ain't that part of it?
Maybe he's gonna borrow one.
Maybe we should have cooked the bacon first,
They're so
and
expensive.
then added the sausage after the bacon was crispy. Maybe the extra grease was taking so long.
I don't know. I'm tossing it and all this. I think I'm doing it right.
Well, there's no wrong way, right?
No, it's edible now. I mean, it's good. Just not getting crispy.
Well, no, she's saying that there's no wrong way to cook in a wok.
You just cook.
Yeah, you just gotta constantly move stuff because the wok is so hot that if it sits, it'll.
Yeah,
Maybe you need to let it sit.
the sugar and the bacon's.
Well, but if the grease to the bottom,
No.
it might not.
I mean, my onions are starting to look good.
It smell good. Love sauteed onions.
Okay, so what's up for this week? What does anybody have this week?
So me and Jen and Mama and Lee are doing a race this weekend.
We are.
So
Yeah.
5K, like we've been doing one 5K a month. So that's been really awesome. With another couple. So it's us 6. We can always take more people if they want to come and hang out with us and walk and talk. And
I think Erin's gonna make me run some this time.
So better bring you chicken biscuit.
That's a non-scale victory I'd like to share to everybody.
Oh.
I shared it Wednesday. So Tuesday morning, on my walk, not this walk.
we'll be here all week.
Yeah. I was out walking, and on Tuesday it's an hour long. So I went out about 30 minutes, and I was coming back, and when I did that, I was looking around. There's no cars. There's nobody around. So I went ahead and
No witnesses.
no witnesses. So if my knees gave out, then I was screwed. But I actually jogged. Actually willingly jogged. And I went about 20, 30 yards, and my knees felt like they were going to buckle. And then I was like, well, that wasn't so bad. Kind of got my bearings and everything. And then I did it again, probably 30, 40 yards.
I don't know, I wasn't there.
So yeah, it was a pretty good little stint. So 2 times jogging, woo, and I didn't wipe out, and my knees only started hurting once 2 days later.
Tom said, I bet Lee walks his dog later.
I'm gonna have to so I came down this morning. We went to go get dog food last night, which what to do, but Mama decided to get the Tweenie a new bone.
Well, her bones are nasty looking.
She's got these
She likes the calm with bones.
they're rubber and they got the squeaky in them, and
It's particular, and they're mushy. They're kind of like
yeah,
they're
Charlie,
hard.
come back to us. But I know Charlie's that way. You got to watch him. Between him and Tom, they go left field. So, anyways, I threw her old ones away. Pickles is Charlie. So I threw the old ones away. So she had this new one. Well, because it's new, she's just barking at it, waiting for it to do tricks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this morning, she's just ripping. So I'm tossing it. Well, the lab, who could really care less about anything,
He doesn't like toys.
he goes and starts jogging after it. But he doesn't want the thing. He just wanted to jog after it. Okay, whatever. So we got out the ball, and we were playing fetch in the house. He just wanted to, run. Well, jog. So, yeah, I'm going to end up taking him for a walk later. But long story, go nowhere.
Like he ran a couple times.
Story of my life.
Like Lee threw the bone and he threw the ball, and Rex ran down the hallway and turned around and looked at Lee like, "Eh?" He's like, "Down there, you dumb dog." So
Yeah.
he'd go down and get it and he'd come back with nothing. He's like, "This is not how you play fetch."
Turn the dog's name into a walk. Or name is Walk. I haven't named the walk yet.
What's some good names?
There you go. You guys.
Christopher Walken.
I was thinking Walker Ranger.
Yeah.
You guys help us name the walk.
Yeah, I need to
I
name the
think
walk.
it's silly to name pans, but what have you?
Really, the only one I have is my Dutch oven's name. The pans, not really, except for Grandma Pearl's.
And the little cast irons you bought the girls, they have names.
Those are Dutch ovens.
I apologize for the classification
Yeah.
of the cast iron.
Yes. I mean, you gotta.
I have 17 pieces of iron. Not one of them have the name.
You got
Not
Mama.
yet. Not yet.
It's my mama's skillet, yeah.
Yeah, you call it Mama's Skillet. That's a name.
Anyway,
Pearl is a name.
Oh, now it is. But you always say I use Mama's Skillet.
Yeah, whenever I'm talking to you, that way you know which one I use, because I say my mama's skillet, the one that you soaked in the tank.
So yeah. Anyway,
I don't name things.
I named something.
I name nothing. I name no cars. My cars do not have names. We have named our cars.
Yeah.
He did not like to name our children, but he's good to name other things.
Well, because nobody's gonna make fun of the car, the name of the car, or the name of a skillet, or
With the names he's named all of his things, it's like he did not name our children.
see.
You never know what names you might get.
I mean, the lab, he's named after Captain Rex from Star Wars.
Okay. Tom just said he said you should name it Walkie, like in Wookiee.
Oh yeah, Walkie, Chewbacca,
That could be its nickname, Chihuahua.
Chewbacca.
No, like trying to get Peyton's name, it took us like 2.5 hours. There were 3 couples, and Lee shot down every single name except Peyton.
Because the kids go to school and they're going to get made fun of. I mean, it happens. So you got to pick a name that's going to be, if they're going to make fun of it, it's got to be not
There couldn't be a
Not
name to
hurtful.
make fun of.
right.
He said nobody can make. There's no way I can make fun of Peyton. It's the only name in 2.5 hours with 6 people calling out names that he could not make fun of. So it's
Yeah. Because I mean, kids are mean. Walk in America. We're gonna walk this way. You and me, breakfast. We're gonna walk
okay.
this way.
Okay, new.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. See, this is why they like having me on, to keep me on track.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go hang with Miss Victoria today, my neighbor down, 2 doors down.
You hung with her today,
Not today.
yesterday,
Was it yesterday?
Friday.
Friday. She'd come down, she'd knock on the door. She said, "Can you run me down to the store?" Sure. She went into Walmart to get one thing and came out with a whole damn cartload full of stuff.
I feel like everybody does that. They go shopping, they go for 1 or 2 items, come back with a whole cart.
Yeah. Because you find stuff on sale, and then you're like, "Oh yeah."
Teresa's that way. She'll go to say, I need to go to the store. We need to get some milk. She'll come home with. She'll get the milk, but then she gets bread, cheese, chips, dips, all other kind of
Because
stuff.
she's hungry when she's shopping.
And like she'll send me. I can go into the store. We need a loaf of bread. I go straight to the bread aisle, get a loaf of bread, straight to the checkout, and leave the store.
So okay, we all
So
went
our
out to
bacon's
dinner
gonna be
Friday,
chewy
right?
because we got to
Yes,
get.
we did. And you know how Lee was like, I am starving. Yesterday we went to
Same thing.
and he goes, I thought I was with you. He said, we gotta get some food.
We got to get the hash browns
And
in
I was like,
Oh.
oh,
because otherwise it won't get cooked
he's
at all.
like, yep, we're gonna go get some food. He got like hot dogs and pizza and peppers.
Well, so okay.
He was like, I don't know what's wrong, but I am so hungry.
Maybe you have a
So
date
2
with
things. I went in and I was like, "Give me the hot dog," and then I got her a pretzel, and the lady, I said, I got her a pizza, and then I was like, "Well, let me get that as a combo," and she said, "What kind of pizza?" So she ended up charging me 2 pizza, a pizza and a pizza combo, and then let me pull that up.
Do you see this message, Lee? It says Lee cooks in a wok and it takes forever. Go to a Chinese restaurant. They're done in 3 minutes. I don't know.
I think they have a bigger wall,
So
too.
Jim
They have a
has-
much hotter fire on it too.
They're like, I'll have here it is.
Well, I don't know, Tom. I've never done a walk.
There's a learning curve, just like with anything.
There is.
And you're doing a great job.
As long as we eat and you guys are watching, so what's that say about y'all?
As long as we eat in the next 3 hours, we should be good.
Are we entertaining?
Do you need to get something to eat?
Are you not in it? What's the gladiator we were talking about the other day?
Are you not?
Yeah.
He said, oh, I had a bowl of cereal. I was like, okay, whatever. If you're okay. And then he got some donut holes, so, which are gone now. Oh, and some candy. So Brian is the pinnacle of health today. He had cereal for breakfast, then he had donut holes, and now he's having M&M's.
Okay, well,
And soda. So that's like, yeah, I'm all with it.
Right?
Ugh.
You're just a very snacky person.
And I
He
had
has a
pizza
sweet
rolls
tooth.
last night.
He has a sweet tooth.
Looks or sounds like he's got like 10 of them. But
Right.
I was that way yesterday, man.
You were so hungry this weekend. You have been really hungry.
Maybe you just have a lot of
So I asked him, I said,
Well,
are you
here's the other
going
thing is I didn't eat anything for breakfast or, until then. So, all right, dump them in there. Let's see if we can't jack this up too.
So we're making a hash, breakfast hash.
Trying to.
Oh, that's gonna take forever. I feel like.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. We'll have to reheat the sausage.
We probably should have done this potatoes in a separate skillet at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I would recommend what Lee's doing, like spreading them out
Oh yeah, you got to get that surface area spread out.
and then just let them sit for a little bit just to crisp them up.
And don't stir it. Just,
Yeah.
Well, see, my man Cast Iron Mike hasn't done any walk videos to show me how to do this. Hint, hint, Mike. I'm just kidding. You ain't got to.
does Mike have a wok?
I think so.
Now here's your excuse to get another wok.
No, it's
So you can
not.
get it hot, you can stick it in on top of that and smash it and cook it
It's
from the top and the
also
bottom.
not your excuse to get a wok and leave it in my garage.
I have 2 woks. I just don't have cast iron wok. I got hex clad wok.
So, what I can do though, I do have. Oh, excuse me.
Mhm.
You probably don't need to smash it at all, Lee.
I'm not going to smash it at all, baby.
Would you think that would trap the moisture in, keeping it from getting crispy?
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't you think that would trap the moisture in, keeping it from getting crispy?
I don't know. We'll find out.
But on the Blackstone, no, I get my presses hot at the same time, have one section with the potatoes spread out, then I put the hot presses on top of it so that it cooks from top and bottom, gets them crispy.
Yeah. It might work and it might not.
I was a server. for
Just my thought
years.
is trapping the moisture and they're going to keep it from crisping up.
But it'll also help heat it the rest way through so it's completely defrosted.
Do you want to
The
learn?
thawed, so when I
Oh,
put
they're
it
definitely thawed.
so
And I learned it all on it. I actually really enjoyed it.
I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. I've never done this.
Yep.
So,
Last night, Brian comes in the living room. He's like,
you got to walk for the Weber kettle.
Bob Evans just
Only used it 4 or 5 times in 7
I said,
years.
"Not all the Bob
Huh.
Evans, but the Bob Evans and Robert."
Oh, they made a popcorn video. That's right.
Not as a whole.
I did watch that when they made popcorn in their walk.
Kent Rollins has done that.
Yeah, Mike did
I
that.
told
He
you
did,
guys earlier in the
3 different kinds.
Just like
Caramel
fancy
corn
registers.
with pork rinds. He took pork rinds and stuck them in a blender, mixed that with the popcorn, and then he did. Oh, I can't remember. He did 3 different kinds in one video. But I thought that was interesting. I might even try that.
3 different kinds of popcorn?
Yeah.
Or popcorn.
3 different kinds of things mixed in with the caramel popcorn.
Oh, okay.
One was the pork rinds, and I can't remember what the other 2 were.
That sounds kind of weird. I don't know.
I'm not a fan of that idea.
I mean, I've had churro pork rinds, so I get the concept.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend what flavors are mixed in. Because if we do like a spicy flavor, maybe not spicy, but like a barbecue or something like that. But I
Fire!
That's a wok temperature right there.
I think would be really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lemon
I've never cooked in a wok, so I don't know.
And
I know they have those.
Those Chinese places, they got them jet burners underneath there, man.
Yeah.
Heating up 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, they're using carbon steel, so it doesn't burn the seasoning off your skillet. But anyway,
Ah,
so
so what's your plans for this week, Lee?
well, let's see. Walk on Monday, Tuesday. as long as the weather's cooperating. Wednesdays, the live is up in the air because everybody's got Valentine's plans but me. So I might end up with Valentine's plans.
Oh, that'd be the
Date
first
night.
time ever.
Yeah, we don't do Valentine's. There's a whole history with that. But anyway, we don't do Valentine. We don't celebrate Valentine's.
I'm still waiting on my Valentine to ask me to come be our Valentine.
I told you were my Valentine.
Yeah, I always had a hard time. I was that kid that they were like, well, the teacher said we have to give you one because you're a part of the class.
Don't want to feel left out.
Yeah, so.
You choose me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was that kid.
Aww.
So, but that's a whole nother story. But not sad. Uncle Roger says cast iron is a walk for white people. Oh, Uncle Roger was he was an interesting feller. He was on the Kent Rollins.
Okay.
So he's like this Asian dude, and he's always showing how people are doing the stir fry.
Well, that's what I would think too. I don't
What do
know.
you?
Just walk.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Just
Oh, we'll walk.
through.
I don't want to walk through.
It's fine.
Yes.
I mean, you can go out and around if you really want to.
No.
Ooh, that's hot. Hot now, bud. There's Jen. Look. See, that's working. Getting some crispy. What y'all think? Is it getting crispy?
I'm sure it is on the piece on the part that's touching the cast iron.
That's not.
No, it's
Maybe
not.
you should move it
It's still
around.
very, very moist and gummy.
Well, that's because that's not cooked yet.
So just shift it around and see.
See, like that's stuck. That's not ready.
The sides weren't hot enough for us whenever we put it up.
Well, this is going to be a cleaner. Good thing my light tank's empty.
Well, we'll go as long as we feel like wine because nobody is going to be super interested at the end. We'll show an end result later
Yeah.
because you still have eggs to do, which will be fast. But the
Hopefully, eggs will be fast.
bees are going to take a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's okay. This is all part of that experimentation.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So National Cornbread Festival coming up. I'm excited,
I know.
and I think the couple that we're going with are actually excited, even though they're not into cornbread or cast
They're
iron.
going to have to hang out with me.
Yeah, they get to hang out and drink beer with the wife. So,
That's us.
Mr. Mike, what would you what are some of the things that you would recommend seeing while we're there? Because we're staying in a B&B outside of
We're staying in Bryant,
Bryant.
Alabama.
So,
So this is like 6 miles from where
oh,
this
okay.
would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
What Uncle Steve's are we gonna put on there?
Let's go with let's do a little Cajun. Yeah, we'll put a little bit of Cajun in there. Just how's that?
That's good.
Kind of fixed the seasoning that I think I screwed up. What is this? $1 for what Rusty is thinking right now. There you have it. Not even crickets.
The only thought I'm going through now is we should have started the potatoes in a separate skillet whenever we started the whole entire thing. That's all.
Yep. So you got Valentine's plans?
Actually, my son's birthday is the day before Valentine's Day on the 13th, and his girlfriend's birthday is the 14th. And what we've decided we're going to do is we're going to take. There's this restaurant in Valentine called Ginga's Grill, where you go get your items that you want, and then they cook it right in front of you, make you a big bowl or whatever. And I've never been there, and that's one of Tommy's favorite places to go. So we're going to take him and his girlfriend out, so they can be out there for Valentine's Day, and then me and Teresa are going to go there so that we can experience the place. And
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that you're going to go.
It's Chinese food. I love Chinese food. I guess.
I know, but it's somewhere new. You're not a new person trier. You don't like to try new things.
No, and if it wasn't taking Tommy there, I wouldn't go there. Because we have Chinese restaurants here. I got no reason to go to Valentine for Chinese. We've got Chinese restaurants here. But that's what we're doing.
What about y'all?
I have an idea.
Oh, it's a secret. Okay.
For their newlyweds.
Yes, this is their first one as a married couple. I'm not lovey-dovey. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. That's very true. I'm glad that I don't need that.
No.
Lee has never been like the sweet Valentine's. Let's go to dinner. Here's a card even.
Yeah. Brian always gets me candy. And for like the past 5 years, I'm like, I don't want or need candy.
There you go. She does not want candy.
I'll take the candy.
That's why he buys.
He buys me the candy and then he eats most of it. I'll maybe get like a piece of candy. I mean, if you want to get me some good chocolates, I'll take some good chocolates.
What are good chocolates?
Yeah,
like
what are good chocolates?
Godiva. There you go. She wants Godiva.
I don't want like the bag or the Godiva you get at the dollar store. I'm talking like a box of the that have the different flavors inside.
Oh, the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll take some,
no Dollar Tree.
I'll take some Mally's. Esther Price.
Okay, what is a Mally?
Mally is a chocolate company from Cleveland.
Okay.
So my family loves Mally. We always got Mally's in our stockings every year. My mom gets me a box of, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like marshmallows and walnuts covered in chocolate, like a big block of it. She gets me a box every year for my birthday. I love me some Mally's, and then Esther Price is a chocolate company from Dayton.
Okay.
Which, if you go to the main store, they have an old time, like 1940 pickup truck in the window.
Okay, this is speaking bad.
Only chocolate companies I really know are Hershey's and Mars.
There's an interesting show on Netflix, I think, that talks about, I think it's called like the food that made America.
Yeah, that was on the history from the History Channel.
One of the storylines is Hershey and Mars. It was interesting, especially interesting to hear like what made the chocolate different from like the traditional European chocolates.
European chocolate.
I think the difference is American chocolate is more milk chocolate versus more like Swiss and German is more thicker. You know, more of like the baking cocoa.
Our cousins in Georgia, their kids, they like dark chocolate, which is fine. I like dark chocolate. But they're like, hey, try this. And I'm like, dear God, what? You said this is chocolate. It was so dark and it was so bitter. Like, I like some bitter chocolate, but this was like
98% cocoa?
Yeah, it was so incredible.
Having a spoonful of cocoa powder.
Yeah, it was. I said, you guys can keep it. Like, I will not even try that.
The funny YouTube video, this kid has got the Hershey's cocoa powder on the counter. It's for cooking, and he's wanting to eat it. Right, and Mama says, "No, you don't want to eat that." No, it's Hershey's. Yes, I do. Mama said, okay, gave him the spoon. He put a spoonful in his mouth. He learned real quick. He didn't want it. That was a funny video.
Yeah, we did that with
Oh, please.
what?
That sound is killing me. I know. I understand. I'm just telling you, it's killing me.
Stick your ears out for a second.
That might not be what I need to do, but
Well, these are going to be mushy hash browns.
well,
That's okay.
I never did like cooking hash browns.
I feel like you have to do like a thin layer,
Very thin.
a very thin layer. Let them crisp, take them out, and cook another real thin
Because
layer.
even at like IHOP or Waffle House, if you get some that were thicker, they're mushy.
They're
in the middle.
mushy in the middle. You and I like more than hash browns. I like just fried potatoes. Like when you slice the
Right.
potatoes and you fry those up.
Fry them up with onions.
My dad always fried up. And his mom always fried up potatoes like that.
Yeah.
And
My
all
dad
we-
did too, but instead of slicing them, he cut his into chunks.
Oh yeah. No, I like them sliced, real thin, and I'll eat all of them. Like, oh, my feast for dinner. No, I'm selfish. Nobody else does it.
Are you stupid or are you smart?
Right?
You get all the
I don't know. We'll
If
try
I
it. We're
said I'm
trying
gonna
it.
make cube steak and like fried potatoes. My family should just know they're not eating tonight because I eat a cube steak, but I'm not eating cube steak. It's kind of my method. Yes, hash browns, thin layer, lots of butter, well coated and high heat.
I'm trying.
So, Haley, you're at like 10 o'clock, and we still have a ways to go.
Yeah, we got a long way to
So
go.
let's kind of wrap this up, and you can keep cooking. But then you can show a picture later of what it looks like. We'll add.
Do I need a what? A chisel? Yes. Yes, I think I do.
So
Any tips? How we can make it better?
they
for
did
next
right
time?
here. It's like
Yeah.
lots, or for this part, lots of butter.
thin layer, well coated.
Well, it's more olive oil.
Because you just might need to burn. All right, guys. So the first walk experience was
Wasn't
not fantabulous yet,
Yeah, not yet.
But hey,
no.
This is the first step of many.
but we are going to keep working on this like after the show. But the thumbnail will be the whole production.
So I think we may be walking for a while till I get the hang of this.
Well, you're gonna walk later. Popcorn
Nah.
oil makes the best hash brown. Popcorn oil.
Popcorn oil
Interesting.
because it's already flavored.
This wasn't a walk in the park.
No, it was a walk on the wild side.
All right,
Da-da-da-da-da.
figure it out.
What was it?
What was that?
I was trying to do the dun dun.
Well, it wasn't.
No,
But
kind of like the rest of this train wreck. It was close.
Some people look like the wrecks on the side of the road. They drive real slow and just watch it.
Yeah, that's kind of what this. That's what today was. Today was one of those you just kind of look and go, "What in the world?"
It was a rubbernecking episode.
Rubbernecking. Yeah, rubbernecking. Next time I want to let Rusty cook hash browns.
I won't do it in the wok.
Have you ever done hash browns in a wok?
No. I do them on the Blackstone,
Now you know how not to do it.
on the skillet and on the stove. But I've always made a layer and then just had a weight on top of it. They got crispy on the bottom, flip them over, put the weight back on top. That's all I've ever done.
I wonder if different oils, like avocado oil and, like they said, the popcorn oil and different other things might work a little bit better. Or,
Well, the popcorn oil is going to be butter flavored,
yeah.
so that's going to add your butter flavoring to it versus just straight olive oil, which is imparting no flavor.
I just always done them in butter, put butter in the skillet.
I know there's like different temperatures for different oils and stuff.
Right.
So I didn't know if something a different.
So
oil
when
might be-
I put an add-on to the garage, and then we can put a Blackstone in here too.
No, there'll be no add-on to the garage. So there'll be no Blackstone.
Yep.
All right, Lee.
So,
Let's
all right.
go.
Well, she's saying wrap it up, and we're doing something over here. We're train wrecking.
It looks good. I think it's going to taste good.
We're gonna eat it for lunch. Let's go.
So
Just to, just to pretend and imagine we have eggs in here too.
I said the thumbnail's gonna have all of it.
So yeah, the thumbnail, the current one will be probably of this. Actually, let me get it.
With like a big red on it, like a big red no.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get out
Fail.
of here. Oh, cancel. Leave. Nobody cared anyway. It's too close. Oh, temperature. Dang. So now it's too hot.
All right. Well, you'll have
All
to
right.
get it later. Babe.
Yep. Oh. Photo. Okay. All right. So let's get out of here. We're this is going to continue to do what it's going to do. I'm
Honey,
not bummed.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm not bummed, but I was like, in my head,
It worked out perfect.
it was like bam, 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 bam. And really it was like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's okay.
Yeah. So anyway. All right, well let's get out of here.
And remember, tonight, Taylor Swift's boyfriend is playing a football game at Usher's concert. So make sure you watch it.
I don't know. Supposedly she was asked not to show up
She's going anyway.
because
It's going to be there.
she would take. But the main thing is Reba is going to be singing the national anthem.
Show up. Like the haters.
No,
I don't know.
somebody that said it on
But-
on the internet and then made it real.
But Reba McEntire is going to be there. She's singing the national
I'm gonna
anthem.
do it right
The
now.
first time she's ever
Don't
done it
show up. Now it's real.
for the Super Bowl, and she's a little nervous. That was reports
Reba's nervous.
from yesterday. Yes.
Reba is not nervous.
You
That
never
was
know.
reports
She
from
might-
yesterday.
She's nervous that Usher's gonna mess up.
And then Post
She might have
Malone
to
is
take over.
singing. He's singing something else.
Oh, I like Posty.
Maybe
But he's
American
supposed to be there, and he's like, "Ah."
I like Posty.
They were hoping that he showered. But anyway,
Stop.
that's what the radio said
They
yesterday.
need to give him a lot of makeup to cover up his tattoos on his face.
Anyway,
They look fine
I
on
did
Posty.
listen to Jelly Roll yesterday. I turned on the country station because the Gamecocks were playing on the radio. And I was like, yeah, no. So I turned on the country station, which I hardly ever do. Jelly Roll was on the, what was it, when I talk to God's only when I need something or whatever. Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
You would like him. I
Yeah.
think you would really like
His
him.
music all about redemption and knowing went through a battle, incarceration, but that you can always, hey, regardless of what you went through, you can always
Turn
Be
around.
better, yeah.
turn around and make
Yeah.
your life better, regardless of what happened.
Yep. So, all right. Well, I'm going to continue to burn stuff. And not the house. The house is still standing. So,
And I haven't dropped anything.
no, and you haven't tripped yet.
I have lost my
Okay,
phone.
Lee, we shouldn't say things. Keep
All right, well, let's get out of here. So we'll see y'all later this week. Enjoy tonight. Watch responsibly. And Mama's like, come on. So get the charcoal and do it right. Ooh. Well, let's get out of here. Remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Try this at home if you dare.
Walk on.
Have a great
Walk
weekend.
on. Walk on.